part two back with another podcast. So there's a lot going on like right now, currently speaking. It's like a war going on.
Mhm.
Ukraine, Russia, and I don't know if you want to call it a war or a takeover or a slaughter or whatever you want to call it, but basically Russia has been invading Ukraine. You know, they got all the military action going on. People are dying. I heard over like 350 people in one of the largest cities, including like so many, I think 20 kids or something like that was dead.
Mm.
Um, I hear a lot of people who are not Biden supporters blaming Biden for it. But the reality is, from what I know, it's not Biden. It has nothing to do with Biden. Because this war started before Biden. If you look at the big picture, um, a lot of people don't know. Putin took over Crimea. No, is it Crimea? I think it's what it is. He took over a whole country already,
Mhm.
right? And that country sits on the Black Sea.
Mhm.
And this happened in like 2014, I want to say, or 2017. I don't remember what year, but it happened. And when he did that, he took over that country, but they didn't fight back. They kind of he thought Ukraine was gonna do the same thing.
Mhm.
They just basically was like, oh, it's Russia. We better just wave the white flag. We don't want the problems. That's what the other country did.
Okay.
But the reason why I say this is before Joe Biden time and it's been happened. When he took over that country, there's only two ways to get into Ukraine. It's by water and by air. He already had the air traffic, right? Control.
Who? Putin.
Putin. But now he has to sea. Because when he took over that other country, that's sit right on the Black Sea.
Mhm.
So therefore, this was something that he been planning. Because what happens is when he took over the Black Sea, they got military ships on this Black Sea right now.
Mhm.
Because that's his territory.
Okay.
You see how that works out? So this was something he had to take over first to be able to take over this the
Mhm.
Ukraine. So this is something that been started because if you think about the moves when he first took over that other country, it was like why he taking that? It's a smaller country, and it was like everybody was like wondering why he did that. What was the purpose of taking over that country? It ain't benefit him in no real way
At that time.
at that time. But now we see that he got battleships sitting right there on
Mhm.
that coast. But had he not taken over that country first, he wouldn't have been able to do that.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So this been started. This been started,
Yeah.
and people just see what's happening now and say, oh, I heard people saying, oh, it's because Joe Biden weak and he the president, and if Trump's president, whatever happened. But this jump was already in the play.
Hmm.
Because if you think about what I'm saying, they been took over that other country before that.
Yeah. I heard somewhere on one news station they were talking about how Ukraine is not in NATO, a part of NATO, and that means that basically they don't have that treaty alliance, which means basically they don't have that protection, which means that Russia has full, permission in their mind because they won't have any backlash specifically from NATO for invading Ukraine.
Technically,
But what they said was, they asked some politician, I don't know if he was from wherever he was from, but he was foreign, and they said, should we have added Ukraine to NATO to protect them in hindsight?
hmm
And they said yes. So I mean, if that is one of the speculations to as to how this could have been avoided, why not consider that? That's part of the
I,
United States'
yeah,
fault
well,
too.
the allies, but I feel like it's just my personal. I'm not in the military. I don't have no military background, but from what I see happening,
Hmm.
Ukraine has Ukraine has a population of 56 million. And I feel like if Russia takes over Ukraine, they get more powerful.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe they go for bigger targets once they got more power.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that's in play here that we don't know that's gonna happen or not. But okay, now I gotta dig into it. So I did my research. Me being an African American, that's what they call me in this country, I guess, African American. I decided to find out how these people in Ukraine treat our people. I did some digging, and because
Dun
they want
dun
us to be, because we
dun.
usually sympathetic about everything that happens. It's just the way we are, right? We sympathize for people and about things that happen, and people dying, we sympathetic people.
I
But
don't think so. America,
we are. No,
America.
not just America, black people.
Oh, black people are
Yeah,
sympathetic.
we sympathetic. I'm
right,
saying we
but
are.
not America.
No, I'm saying we. I'm talking about us.
Oh,
I
okay.
said African Americans.
I think America just does things for power.
No, I'm saying I'm saying as black people, when we see
Yeah.
stuff happen to people that's wrong, we don't like to see it.
Yeah.
Whether it be us or whether it be somebody else, we don't care to see stuff happen to people.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to see people hear about people they killed 300, men and women, and we don't want to hear that stuff.
Yeah.
We don't.
You're right.
We have sympathy for people, and I don't know. Maybe this started way back when, because of what happened to us. But we sympathetic people, and a lot of us right now are sympathetic for what's going on in Ukraine. But the reality is, when I did my research and started digging, I realized that they're very racist. Right? I'm talking about very racist against black people. So then I'm like, we all over here being sympathetic for the people who don't know. And I'm not saying don't be. I mean, you could be whatever you want to be. I'm just saying that the reality is these people are very racist. And I start asking myself, should we be sympathetic? Should we care? Because the reality is, recently, some African people got denied access to the train.
Yeah.
They were blocking the black people from getting on the train.
Yeah.
They got dogs they putting on the train.
Yeah.
Dogs. Animals.
It's Poland and Norway and what's the other one? These are white countries. They're just like America. When we tried to when the Haitians were trying to come over here, is it not the same situation? I mean, Haiti wasn't at war, but Haiti can't be at war because they have nothing to fight with. But would they have been at war? Probably, because they were trying to protect their country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So black people weren't led into America knowing that damn well they took everything from the Haitians. Why do you think Poland or Norway is going to let black people in there?
It's not just about letting
like
people in there.
America
It's
did.
the people in Ukraine that I'm talking about. The people that's in Ukraine, not the Poland people right now. I'm talking about the people in Ukraine are the ones who are being racist too.
Yeah.
They not the Poland people, the Ukraine people, Ukrainians. And I read this article about this guy. I forgot what his name was. He went over to Ukraine just to do like some research, about how black people get treated in Ukraine. And he was there, and he said he got pulled over 29 times by the police. 29 times. And he was talking about all the discrimination that he endured. Another lady who I was reading about, she got kind of treated the same way. She was half Ukrainian, but her skin happened to be black because a little part of her was African.
Yeah.
And the same thing, they treat her way different. Like they treat you bad when you not the same
Black.
color. So it's like, I don't know. At this point, I don't know if I should be sympathetic or not. I don't want stuff to happen to people as a human that I am. I don't want to see it happen. But at the same time, people need to change the ways that they are, because sometimes you bring that junk in yourself.
Yeah.
We don't know Putin real motive. We live over here.
Yeah,
And
we don't know
We
what's
just hear what we
going
hear,
on.
and we talk what we talk, but we
Yeah.
don't really know what his reasoning is. I mean, and on top of that, it's Black History Month, so I mean, like, it's just taking over the airwaves.
It's just terrible. The whole situation
but we don't.
is
But we
terrible.
don't know. We don't know the facts. We don't know why.
Yeah, we don't know why,
We just go
really.
off of what we're told.
Yeah, we go off of what we're told from our government, who has obviously been against Russia the whole time. So this fits their narrative. You know what I'm saying? And the real situation is that I would say to be sympathetic, because think about how you would want someone to treat you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I want them to treat me like fair and not treat me racist.
You want them to be sympathetic to you, so you want to be.
But would they be though?
sympathetic
This
towards
is
them.
happening to the black
It
people in
doesn't
America
matter.
right now.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, like the Haitians. Do you think they care? I don't think they care.
You gotta live. You gotta do things based
That's-
on your own karma.
That's the blackish in you right there.
You gotta do things. No, you
That's
gotta.
what I'm saying. That's the way we train. We train to be sympathetic. That's all I'm saying.
Because
that's just
we're
the
good-
people that we are.
Right, but
we the good ones.
don't turn evil because.
Oh, no, I'm not
evil. Evil.
I'm not talking about for me. I mean, I'm sympathetic for anybody. Like I
Yeah.
feel like nobody should be. I don't want to hear about somebody coming in and putting grenades and killing whole families. I mean, I don't want to hear it. But at the same time, it's like what I'm saying is that it's not for me to worry about. I'm gonna go to sleep at night and not worry about it.
I know that the things that we have forgotten about is that the trial for the officers that killed George Floyd is on. There was another no-knock warrant
I heard about that.
that a young black man was killed. 3 weeks ago or a month ago.
But do the
We don't
Ukrainians care?
we don't have any. Well, I'm just saying what's taking up what's
But when
taking up
George Floyd got killed, what the Ukrainians like? Oh, that's so awful.
what's taking up the news cycle is this Ukrainian thing,
yeah, it's taking over
where
everything.
we still don't have in Black History Month. We still
Of
don't
course.
have justice for any of these situations.
I understand.
The Dante Wright's killer is going to jail for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? There was another black man killed. Amir Locke was killed. You know what I'm saying? So depending on what you're watching, whether it's ABC, NBC, or Fox, they're not going to give you any information that's pertinent to black people before the white countries, Ukraine, Russia. You know what I'm saying? Even when Haiti was going through what it went through, did you ever see the type of news you saw for Haiti?
You're not gonna get it. This is America.
And we still don't get news on Haiti. Like, we could get a little clip at the end of the news cycle. What's going on in Haiti?
Yeah.
Update on Haiti. We still don't get that. So
Well,
don't be surprised. That's all I say.
just in case y'all didn't know, the Ukrainians are racist, very racist. If it bothers y'all, then y'all. I mean, don't be sympathetic. It's up to you. But I'm just saying. I just want people to know that, like, just so y'all know. That's why I'm saying it. And that's all I got to say about
Bless their heart.
it. All right.
Peace.